We will pay for my little sister's wedding with our wedding funds.
What?
Our own wedding is cancelled. Got any complaints? Well then, we're getting divorced.
Understood. Let's get divorced. Now.
What?
Trouble Busters!
My name is Helen. Today, my husband Trevor and I are attending the wedding of his younger sister, Megan. Please go on ahead, sir. Ma'am. Thank you.
Ah, Helen, you need not do that.
Huh?
This wedding itself is a present from us.
Trevor, what do you mean?
We will pay for my little sister's wedding with our wedding funds.
What?
Our own wedding is cancelled. We're already married.
What the?
Don't you think it's too late to have a wedding?
No, I don't think so. Why would you? I told you that I've had a longing for a wedding long before we got married, right?
Ah, yes you did. However, reality doesn't always go as planned.
We've already set a date and decided the program. Having it all go away is absolutely cruel. The worst part is that there was no consultation. Do you actually think this won't hurt me?
Either way, all the decisions regarding the family are done by me. Counseling is pointless, ain't it?
The hell do you mean, meaningless?
Don't fuss on days of celebration. You're embarrassing me. Who do you think you owe your livelihood to, eh? If you have to claim you can make your own decisions, choose a time to sleep. Unlike housewives who are bored all day, I am busy.
Hey, think about this again, please.
This is the result of tons and tons of rethinking. Give up. You were never destined to wear a wedding dress.
I can't accept this.
Well then, shall we get a divorce?
Why?
My decision is absolute. If you can't abide by that, it's only natural that you'll be ostracized. We have already completed the process of becoming a married couple. We don't need a stupid wedding. Even more than us, this is about my little sister. You also want your sister-in-law to be happy, right?
Of course I do, but...
Then it's been decided.
Mr. Smith, the bride wants to see you.
Let's go, Helen. My darling little sister in a wedding dress. She'll definitely be more radiant than you.
What? Trevor then dashingly disappeared. Naturally, I couldn't be convinced, and I decided to chase after him and try to convince him once more. Maybe Trevor's just saying it out of the blue, and Megan doesn't know about it. If she can persuade him, Trevor might change his mind. Are you trying to pay for this ceremony, Trevor? Yeah. Did you know? I knew it well enough, and he's not trying to pay for this type of thing, but he's already paid for it all. What?
Stop it, Helen! Don't ask strange things to the bride on her day of glory!
Megan, dear. Yes? I've also heard that my brother's wedding has been canceled because of his contribution. Huh? What? Didn't you think anything of that? No, not really. I thought it was okay if my own brother made the decision. It's not okay at all because, see... Now, calm down, Miss Helen. What are you talking about? To be frank here, no one wants to see you in a wedding dress, Miss Helen. Excuse me? I couldn't help but get upset at that rude remark, and Trevor frickin' nodding his head?
Considering your age, Helen, I was thinking the same thing too.
Since you are older than me, you better be happy for younger folks' celebrations.
For real? You look amazing, Megan.
No, Trevor, you really need to leave me alone soon.
What are you saying, Cupcake? I wouldn't pay for your wedding unless you were so adorable.
For real. The sadness doesn't stop. The anger is starting to explode. Obviously, I could not accept anything about this bullshit, nor could I forgive it. To be honest, I wanted to just run away, but there was a reason why I couldn't do just that. And now, it's time for a very special treat. Please welcome to the stage, Mrs. Helen Smith.
What are you doing?
I can't sing. I apologize, everyone. Please, there was no treat to begin with.
What the hell?
I don't really feel like celebrating this wedding. I can't do this.
Shut the frick up! Seriously, do you even know what you're saying?
I do, but I can't swallow it. I can't stand it. Why would our wedding be sacrificed to have your little sister's wedding?
That bullshit again? I explained that earlier!
I don't accept it. There's no way I can.
Explain yourself, Trevor. This is the first time we've heard of such a thing. There was no need for you to have known, sir. What? Have you forgotten that at first you both came to us with your heads down? and apologize about how you couldn't have the wedding? Well now, did that ever happen? Why are women so obsessed with weddings? Anyone who deserves to wear a dress like Megan's, I can understand. But since Helen is already, and I feel sorry for wasting a dress on her.
He has zero consideration for me. I have no confidence that I can survive with a husband who favors his little sister and has no hesitation in sacrificing his wife for her. Unforgivable! Trouble busters initiate!
Got any complaints? Well then, we're getting divorced.
Understood. Let's get divorced. Now.
Huh?
This isn't the first time you've displayed that arrogance of yours. However, I had fallen in love with your good things enough to marry you, and I thought I would never, ever bring up the idea of divorce.
Yeah, that's natural. Isn't my little sister adorable to you?
She isn't.
You little... Who do you think you're talking about, eh?
You are making me do this because she feels no remorse about the fact that her wedding was made possible at the expense of ours. She thinks it's normal for people to do this, so of course she doesn't apologize. Huh? Why do I have to freaking respect the wishes to a woman who's only able to survive because of my older brother? See, it's hopeless talking about this. What do you think, Mr. Smith?
No, ma'am. A bolt from the blue, truly.
Explain all of this, Trevor. Megan?
What the? Even you guys are on their side?
You're really gonna do that? Trevor's gonna refuse taking care of you, in your old age.
Hold it right there. I've been listening silently up until now. But what you're saying, Megan and you, Mr. Trevor, is very odd.
What? Don't you go thinking you'll get away with going against my brother's judgment.
I'm not going against him, no matter how you think about it. You and your brother are wrong.
Oh, really? You would go against me and my brother, huh? If you have any complaints, we're getting a divorce.
Understood. Let's get divorced, now.
What? At that moment, the audience, who had been watching the event with deadly awkward silence, burst into applause. Good. So my thoughts weren't wrong after all.
You did well, Miss Helen, Mr. Harrison.
No matter how you look at it, what these people are saying is ridiculous.
It's you two pricks who ought to apologize.
Divorce is natural.
Well, why?
Why do we have to be blamed?
You guys are disrespectful to today's main character, the bride. Main character, my ass.
There's no one else in this room who thinks she is, except you.
You sure got the balls to cancel your own wife's wedding and give priority to your darling sisters instead.
Such people deserve the worst.
Got any complaints? We're getting a divorce. Of course she has complaints.
So the answer is, naturally, let's get divorced now. Well done, everyone.
Divorce? No, we haven't gone to City Hall yet, so it's an engagement annulment. Assuming this is natural.
What? Natural? What are you talking about? Are you serious?
Why was there even any money for our wedding in the first place? Didn't I pay for the entire wedding?
What? What do you even mean?
That's true. You paid for it all, didn't you, Harrison? Hey, how about it, eh? Where did it go?
That would be...
Where did the money that was supposed to be for the wedding go?
It just turned out that way.
There's no way something like that just happens.
That could only mean that after Harrison gave the money to the wedding organizers, Megan canceled the payment behind his back and took the money.
What did you need the money for, Megan? Everything combined cost me $15,000,
Oh my, such a hell of a lot of money. $15,000? Our own wedding only cost $5,000. For our wedding, you were freaking reluctant to pay even that much. But for your darling sister's wedding, bam! You play the Richie Rich card? What the frick?
It's natural that there are disparities. This is my sister, Helen.
And I'm your wife, Trevor. The more I hear it, the angrier I become, damn it. Hell yeah, our wedding will be canceled. If you add up all the wedding expenses for both weddings, it would amount to 20 grand. Huh? Wait a minute. Where did you get that 15,000 from?
I have no obligation to tell you.
Yes, you frickin' do, dickhead! 15 grand, Trevor, not frickin' 15 cents.
And I'll give you an answer. Just cancel your divorce with me immediately.
Enough orders,
you
you condescending jerk! The days of a husband ruling the house with an iron fist are long gone, Trevor.
Can't you not see? Sic transit gloria mundi!
That's why you get divorced.
I was the one who ordered the divorce.
Then it should be fine, as you wish, good sir.
No, that's not what I'm trying to say, see? If I said divorce, you'd give in. That's what I wanted, and divorce is not my true intention.
Huh? Oh, really? So you merely used the divorce as a way to get your wife to submit to you?
You are a disgrace to humanity. I am giving you your damn livelihood, Helen. And who the hell is creating the environment where you can go to work at all?
Who keeps you healthy every day? Who keeps the home clean and tidy? Who makes it so that you don't have to do any housework?
Oh, because Helen is supporting you behind the scenes, isn't it?
Do you think you're living alone?
Enough pride in yourself.
Helen, dear, I'm so sorry to think that this is my son. I feel very ashamed, very disappointed, very sorry. Oh, Mrs. Smith, this is not your fault, I assure you.
Shit!
And where did you get the 15 grand, Mr. Smith?
Where did my 15 grand go, Miss Smith? It's from my savings.
Things like beauty salons and gyms, that sort of thing. You frickin' spend so much money on your little sister at every opportunity, you don't have any savings?
Those kind of expenses were paid separately, weren't they? Oh, shit! It's a loan. I have some debt.
Debt?
That's right. I borrowed the money that was missing. I'm the one paying it back, so it's okay.
Paying it back? You can't pay back the 10 grand right away, can you?
I'm paying it back $1,000 a month, so it'll be over soon.
A whole grand in the red for 10 whole damn months? And I suppose you think it won't affect your family?
Shut up! All my efforts is for my adorable little sister.
Trevor! You owe 10 grand in debt, you cancel our wedding, everything you do is just some frickin' cheesy, corny little sister love. Of course you'll manage that debt yourself, won't you?
Of course! Well, what can you do, eh?
I'll get that divorce, even if it means going to court.
Hell yeah, sweetie! That'll cooperate as much as I can. I can't entrust my Helen to a prick like this. I suppose being overprotective is alright, but your daughter is already at a riper age, Mr. Thompson. I think remarriage would be difficult.
Shut the frick up, it doesn't matter to you anymore.
Regret disobeying me. Forever, you hear me? Megan, let's get out of here.
But what about Dad and the others?
It's okay. Your darling brother will support you.
Okay, understood. If you say so, I can rest assured.
Now hold on. My business has not been completed yet. Where did all the money I put into the wedding go, eh?
I don't know.
Ah, I see. And I can't help it. Mrs. Smith, I'm terribly sorry, but could you please bring me the wallet and cell phone from the bride's dressing room? Mary, dear?
Of course. What? Hey, my privacy!
For real, it's an invasion of privacy. Since it will be done by a relative, no one will be charged with anything, you see. Ugh, you sneaky little...
That's right. That's why people cheat on you. Ah! Huh?
Eh?
Huh?
What? Megan, why would you... Mrs. Smith, if you please. Her wallet and cell phone.
Wait a minute.
I will not.
You've got to be joking. You have to be. You must be, right?
Thanks for your carelessness, sweetheart. If what you just blurted out is true, I will demand alimony. In addition to the money spent on the wedding, of course.
Yes, Harrison, I also didn't miss what Trevor said to Megan earlier. Megan, why would you? That's probably Megan, why would you say that? Now the cat's out of the bag. That's what I thought you were about to say, but what say you?
I think so too. In that case, depending on whether there is any evidence, I will mercilessly sue you for aiding and abetting adultery, Mr. Trevor. What? Why?
Amazing siblings. They even suffer through the same sins together.
Hold on now. That would be doom.
That's right. This is doom. It's beyond doom and is complete and utter cataclysm. Oh, and I'm sorry for being the late rock, paper, scissors, but I'm also thinking about suing you for psychological abuse. I've kept a diary of what you did or said, and this should be good evidence.
You? Why didn't you ask me for permission beforehand?
What victim in their right mind would ask for permission in advance? This is just your judgment day, when you take responsibility and face the consequences of what you said and did.
10 grand in debt, plus another 15 for Megan's embezzlements, plus another 20 for her alimony, plus another 5 grand in alimony for aiding and abetting her affair, plus another 10 in alimony for abuse. That's 60 frickin' grand! I'm sorry, Helen, it was all my fault. I woke into reality now. From now on, I will change myself and devote myself to you.
Oh, it's already too late. I now fully understand how inhumane you can actually be, to too much of an extent, truly.
What's horrifying is that your toxic attitude didn't waver not only in front of Helen, but also in front of a huge crowd.
I suppose that's what you could call an inherently rotten person.
No, seriously, sir. Ma'am, I'm really gonna stop. Helen, let's have a wedding.
10 grand in debt, plus another 15 for Megan's embezzlements, plus another 20 for her alimony, plus another 5 yen in alimony for aiding and abetting her affair, plus another 10 in alimony for abuse. That's 60 frickin' grand. Grandmaster indebted sire, how do you propose to have a wedding?
Oh, the hell is with this bitch? How does she know what I thought?
I'll tell you this, my intention to get a divorce won't ever change.
We will also disown you, so be prepared for that. Why? Back me up here, Dad. What's there to back up? Up, he suits you more, bucko.
Enemy of women, people like you shall never be married again.
The low spread rumors that make it impossible for you to stay in town, buddy.
You two hellspawn siblings are finished. I've brought the wallet and the cell phone.
Yeah! No, please!
Trevor, do something! After examining Megan's wallet and cell phone, it was discovered that she had been having an affair, in addition to the 10 grand in debt, plus another 15 for Megan's embezzlements, plus another 20 for her alimony, plus another 5 yen in alimony for aiding and abetting her affair, plus another 10 in alimony for abuse, equaling 60 grand. Double divorce, ties severed, dark rumors, Operation Onslaught sanctions initiated. They both lost everything at once. The rumors spread in the blink of an eye, and the two, who had no place to stay, fled to the countryside. The two of them have to work together to survive in a new land, workplace, environment, etc., in order to repay the 60 grand in debt, but...
Don't fucking leave everything to me and go find a job, damn it!
I've never worked before. You said you would do anything for me, Trevor.
I have a frickin' limit. At least do something about your debt of $35,000.
You said you would do anything for me.
I don't feel well. Obviously because Megan only prepares instant food. No, before that, this room is so unsanitary. Or maybe it's because I've worn the same t-shirt and socks for 5 days in a row. Now that I think about it, Helen's cooking was so good. The house was well cleaned, and the shirts I wore to work were always crisp and neat. I was supported by Helen, and yet, why didn't I direct my love towards Helen as I should have? Helen!
I, on the other hand, left the apartment where I was living with him and returned to my parents' house. I was disappointed to divorce him, but it would have been even more of a disappointment to continue being with a prick like that. So I think it's a good thing that I was able to divorce. It's great to love your family, but your wife is also your family. For those who forget this and go berserk, a painful retribution awaits them. Trouble Busters!